forward on this computer. Okay. All right. So I should probably let Sam take this away, or I could drive, but this is your guys' AdWords account. And so you can see over here since March 1st, we've gotten 218 clicks, 43 conversions. And the way that we're tracking those conversions are with clicks on the like email Cara button here and the schedule with Cara. So Sam sent over to me, and then I sent you guys an email with some suggestions of how we can hopefully get the conversion rate down. So instead of just a click causing a conversion, having it connect to the thank you page. So that way, when somebody fills it out fully, it counts as a conversion instead of just the click itself.
Yeah. So right now on I have it both set up for the email, the schedule, request a quote, and then the footer contact. Request a quote, footer contact, those obviously if you fill it out is going to be a real conversion. Email, that's an outbound link, I can't, so that's on to them to do it after that. But then schedule, right now I have two set up. I have it when you click on it as a conversion, but then also I already set up a dynamic thank you page, so it will take them to that. I just don't know if for garage and for contractors, when you go into the schedule the meeting with either one of them, if that's going for like Kirk, if you schedule it on contract risk partners or on grid, if it's going to take them to the same form. Because if
gotcha.
Yeah, if that's the case, you don't want somebody that's on grid for auto insurance going to schedule with Kirk or somebody, and then they take them to contractors. So that's just something that I would have to see or how that
the routing. Yeah,
how that works. Because if it routes to like the grid insurance thank you page, then I can just pop a tag on there and change that super quick.
Yeah, and the contractors risk partners ads, we got those set up and going, but it doesn't look like they're running yet. It looks like Google's still trying to figure out where it all goes and how it fits.
I hate the new Google. So ever since their last update, they don't tell you in real time why it's learning the bid anything, and then they'll just bill you $40, say hey, here's what you got, and then we'll start to see it like a normal progress in the next week and a half.
Yeah, so we'll keep you up to date on all of this stuff with Google Ad Campaign there. Real quick on the Grit website. So I added find a bond to divisions. I also, on all of the industry pages and all of the real estate pages that made sense, I also dropped in find a bond links directly onto the pages themselves near the start a quote button. And so it's, on this, what did I pick? Real estate brokers, it's right here, and it takes you to that link. Also through the bond stuff, the get a contract bond for the contractors risk partners. And I have it down here beneath the insurance services. And then on garage risk advisors, it's basically the same spot, but I think we just did the commercial bond for here. Yeah, get a commercial bond here, and then get a commercial bond for there. So if any of that stuff you need me to change or modify or update, let me know. I can,
I need to go in and play with it and see what we got.
Cool. I also on both of those specialty landing pages, I did on page SEO. So those should start to rank here in Google here soon.
Thank you for doing that, Sam. I appreciate that. So that corporate ads, that covered that. That's the website thing. Yeah, the internet stuff we covered. I'm still banging my head against the wall trying to figure out how to get the agency dashboard stuff to work. I've rebuilt from scratch 3 different times in Google Data Studio, pulling stuff from the spreadsheet, and it keeps breaking. So instead, what I've done is I made a gravity form instead. And so all of this is now getting housed directly on the back end of your intranet. I can display the data from all the stuff here. I pulled it in from the Google spreadsheet. So I think the most recent one was from a week ago that I pulled in. I'll get rid of this empty field here. But now I need to, the part that I'm banging my head against the wall is getting this data to style how we want it to, like the Google Data Studio version. So still screwing around with that. I'll get that fixed right away. But all of the team ones for the scorecards, those all still work correctly and how they're supposed to. So like if I go to Cara's card as an example, her scorecard is here and looks correct. The check-in is where you put the stuff in. I think I just mainly put in placeholder data just so that way everyone had stuff on their individual scorecards. But for service, everyone's got a scorecard over here, and for sales, everyone's got a scorecard over here too. And those all are working correctly. As for your intranet, besides the library, the dashboard, and the scorecards, is there anything else functionality-wise that you want me to build out?
No, I mean, right now we just need to start using it and
Okay,
it's
populating it and get all the stuff in.
probably, well, and yeah, and then see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, on this page, like these were the buttons that seem to make the most sense as like quick jumping off points. If there's anything else you want me to add in terms of like quick buttons to have at the top of the homepage of the grid.
Yeah, and let me, and that's probably gonna be some feedback based on,
And it's like a living, breathing thing, so we
Yeah.
can change this dynamic.
yeah, and that's just it, is like, what are we using this, where are we going for? Because ultimately, what we want is this to replace, we've got a couple of pages that automatically load up, and it's like, no, this needs to be one of your default, this with your last pass or your default pages that load that.
Right. Yeah. And I could like make this bar half the width, and we could put in like secondary buttons over here and put all these buttons down. So I mean, like we could get crazy
Yeah.
with like putting stuff high up on this page.
Yeah.
But and I'm gonna spend even more time trying to figure this out. I've like tested 4 different Gravity Forms charting plugins. And only one of them has like the time field to be able to do this like change over time thing. And so that's I apologize. I'm gonna get that figured out ASAP. So I'll let you know how that goes. I think that's everything in my notes that I wanted to cover from that. I think Sam has some stuff that we could talk about with Kirk directly about the Schofield cabin stuff.
Yeah, because that's outside my.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we can cover that later. But yeah, if anything else comes up, let us know.
No, if you can give me those videos, so next week I can start putting, an hour once or twice a week of just dropping in the